Get ready. I'm taking you down.
Here I go! Full power this full shine! Full time! Burn it down! All in this place! Sharpness! Sorry for being so strong. Piece of cake! I guess I'll go easy on them. Reaper's already! New Moon Lake! Come on already! Reaper Knot! The sign of victory! Okay. Yay! Good job. Huh? Look who's here. And a group of those red eyes.
Looks like Hugh Moore has become their...
Hey, do you think that guy who talks all funny could be the Red Eye's boss?
It sure looks that way from...
Get to work! No slacking off, you worm!
Look, that's...
If it's money you want, you'll have more than you can use.
Wait!
Who? Yuri Lowell, what are you...
You have no right to call... Brute force is not the way to honor the prestige of the Empire. You will also release the people you have...
This all might be easier if such a naive... All of your utopian...
That's not the kind of thing someone with delusions of becoming Commandant of the Night. It's you!
You'll be all right.
Jaeger! Get...
Ja, my lord. Nothing personal, you see.
For such evil.
We can't just let it go.
We gotta catch him! I feel this power!
I must admit, you're very strong.
Sir Cumore, it's the...
Flynn!
Well, send him away!
We tried, but he insists on coming...
That lower quarter louse.
Gosh, Drat!
Yes, Jaeger. This is our time to...
I think we better be making...
Ah! Please, step this way. Move! Move!
We'll get you...
What an original. If we don't follow them...
Wait!
But... I don't know whose job is what, but are we
Everyone freeze! Hey, Justin.
Yuri?
Can you get up?
Yeah.
Sorry, but it looks like something's come up. You'll have to say hi to the wife and kid for...
I will.
So we are going after them.
Yeah, I'm sure Flynn has things on... Sound good, Carol?
Yeah. Plus, I think Estelle's gonna take off.
Sorry. Jeez, we're going after them. All right.
Yuri, wait!
Gotta run,
Lady Estellise, this journey...
I wonder why my bag works so well when I hit enemies with it.
Huh? You don't know how your own bag works?
Yeah, not really.
Surely the bag just has a high level of air conductance.
Air conductance?
It's a measure of how easily something carries air. The air produced when you use strike arts must be easily conducted through that bag.
So that's why enemies get weaker when I hit them with my bag?
Exactly. It's the same as with my belt. Different people have different items that carry air for them more easily.
Wow, interesting. Thanks, Rita.
You sure don't know much about your own possessions.
I guess I better take good care of my bag.
Hold still. I'll make this quick.
Oh, brilliant angels, grant us your favor.
We're done.
Piece of cake!
Don't get careless.
Blue
Alright, who's next?
Crescent Moon!
What's the secret of your strength?
That man called Jaeger certainly had a unique way of talking.
Unique isn't the word I'd use.
I had a hard time understanding some of the stuff he said.
An ancient way of speaking lost in this day and age.
What? Are you serious?
It would at least make a good story if that were true.
Piece of cake!
I guess I'll go easy on them. Angels, grant us your favor!
We're done.
Let's work together! Oh, brilliant angels, grant us your favor!
What's the secret of your strength?
I don't know.
From behind? Oh, man.
Cowards! New Blaze! Flickering Blaze, burn! Unabased! You lose!
Flynn was asking for Estelle to come back with him, right?
The Knights can't help thinking that the best place for a princess is a castle. He's just worried that he won't be able to keep track of her.
But Estelle decided to set out on this journey on her own, and you want to respect that.
I haven't really thought about it all that much.
The Knights are bound to keep following you, though, as long as Estelle's with you.
And what kind of a guild would we be if we didn't get into trouble with the Knights?
I don't think fighting with the Knights is actually a guild requirement.
There's no sign of...
Looks like they ended up getting away.
Where are we?
A forest in central Tolbikia. If I'm right,
We should probably just get to the harbor rather than going back to...
What? But what about...
I thought the purpose of your journey...
Well,
I wasn't aware brave Vesperia was formed to follow...
I'm sorry.
Oh, she's just telling you to... Besides, Flynn's on the scene, right?
Hey, Pharaoh? Brave?
Just about to ask the same question.
Huh?
What's wrong, Miss Genius Mage? Forget me already.
Who the hell do
I told you, Raven the Grey. Man, you're a scary little kid, you know that?
So, what are you up to?
With all the stuff you've been doing, poor Raven got...
Why would they do...
First things first. Let's go find it. Raven's pretty hungry, you see.
I suppose there's no... Torum Harbor's...
Torum Harbor, then.
Yes, I'm sorry.
Okay, let's...
We sure have fun.
I thought by now they might be more scarce, but...
That sounds like something you'd think, Estelle.
If we could wipe out all the monsters ourselves, we wouldn't need anything like barriers anymore.
But why are there monsters anyway?
So that people can defeat them, of course.
I think that's a little extreme.
Well, that's the only thing they're good for.
I wonder. It seems there would be some good reason why they exist.
There's no use thinking too hard about it. Get started on that train of thought, and you'll soon be asking yourself why humans exist.
Yes, that's a good question too.
There you go, making things more complicated, old man.
I was trying to get you to stop thinking about these things, not think about them more.
There are too many.
One at a time. One at a time. Just your fever.
Feel this holy power!
I just can't hold back.
Man, could you be any weaker?
Let me at him!
Here I go! Go!
The sign of victory!
I know we haven't been gone for long, but I have to...
Can I get you Pansy some tissues? Or can we go to the inn now?
All right, all right.
I'm so hungry.
I'm dying here.
Already? The girls look like they're doing fine.
Was that Estelle? Listen, her stomach's rumbling too.
I can wait, though it's been a little difficult.
That sounded like it came from Rita.
Judy, you too? You're trying to see who can hold out the longest?
Perhaps a diet is a little bit like a competition in holding out.
A diet? What do you need a diet for? Especially you, Rita. Lose any more weight and you'll...
I'm just waiting until I finish reading this book, okay?
Huh. So even the Union can't sit still when it knows a princess of the...
Then the Dawn knows that I'm a candidate for the...
Yup. That's why he told me to come keep an eye on.
So you're here to observe her?
Really?
What?
Anyway, here I finally catch up with you, and I wind up sticking my foot in that mess. It hasn't been easy.
But why worry so much about Estelle?
It's only natural considering the state of...
Each side is trying to feel the other out. The Dawn just wants to...
So, you're all planning on looking for this pharaoh by going to the sands of Kogor.
Yes.
Do you know what sort of place a desert...
Well, it's hot and dry.
That's putting it lightly. It's not as easy as all that, though.
Our plan is to get to the area...
And then?
Then I guess we'll go around and ask where Pharaoh is.
I don't even know where to begin commenting on that plan. So it's not just that you don't want to go back to the castle anymore, right?
Well...
It'd be easier on old Raven if you did, though.
No. I'm sorry, but I have to know the truth behind Pharaoh's words.
Huh. Well, the Desier continent actually suits me just...
Why is that?
I've got to go to Nordopolica for another errand I'm running for. Have to deliver a letter to Bellius.
Whoa, that's pretty important.
That's the boss of the Colosseum and ruler of Nordopolica.
Technically speaking, he's called the Duce.
Do you know what's written in the...
It's got something in particular about that Pharaoh chap. The Don thinks Bellius will know something.
Looks like it just became worth our while to pay this...
Right.
So if you don't mind, Raven here will...
That's fine, but you'll have to follow the...
Got it. It's not like I can go join in your guild.
Why can't you join Brave Vesperia?
It's against the rules for anybody to be in two guilds, and I guess technically speaking, you are...
What do you mean, technic?
So are we done?
Okay. What do you think Rita's gonna do?
Does this mean we're on our own until we leave?
Yeah, we'll all meet down at the harbor then.
What's the matter,
I don't know if...
The boss is the boss. What would you have me...
Just call me whatever you called me before. It makes me feel silly to have you calling me that.
Don't you think you'll get...
Well, maybe.
Well, you know way more about guilds than...
I get the boss of a guild has to stand as a role model. I wonder if I could be that.
Come on, it's not like you're expected to be the best boss ever from the very beginning. For now, our guild has a...
You're right. First we... But do you think we'll be able to...
Our guild's job is to figure out a way to meet him. If we can't meet him, we won't get our reward. That's all there is.
I think we may have picked something a little too tough for our...
It's more of a challenge that way, and our reward, let's make the best of it.
Yeah.
I said that I will deal with things in my way, but I let Cumore escape that I don't know how I could explain this. I know. We have guild's job to deal with. Yeah, men of his kind have to do something. He will get what he did. I can't believe we have to
What? You ain't happy?
Well, not exactly.
You're too glum. Didn't I stand together with you in the face of
That was only because you had to.
You still remember that. Some people...
I'm not about to make a list of all your offenses. Saying that I'd rather not have your company on our trip is our...
Don't worry. I behaved myself at Cave Mock and Gasper.
Yeah, that's sure.
What should worry you more is whether or not these old bones will be...
You plan on sticking with us until Estelle goes back to the castle?
The Don ordered me to keep an eye on the girl.
Sounds like a...
I wonder if I could hand her over to the Imperial...
I can see it in your eyes, old man. You're thinking...
Nah.
Well, it's really too bad that you're going to be traveling with us. But might as well...
What do you mean, really too... Anyway, Raven the Great is...
Do you really plan on helping Estelle?
Yeah, I guess.
Didn't that thing say that Estelle was an insipid?
Yeah, I heard.
After something like that, I guess you can't just... But it won't help her if she uses that as an excuse not to deal with the...
Yeah, I'm worried that...
What are you talking about?
Yeah, maybe...
But...
You're saying I should take her back?
Yes.
It was her decision. We have to let her figure out...
You realize it might come to blows with this fair. She won't get to figure out anything at all.
She's not gonna die.
Ugh.
Oh? Are you going...
Nah, just going on a walk.
Just out for a walk?
What you said to Estelle earlier hasn't been...
What I said earlier?
Didn't you say some pretty harsh...
Oh, right.
What? You didn't...
You were going to tell her the same thing that I did.
What? You don't have to apologize for...
All right.
So weren't you going off to look for Cumore after feeling bad?
No. You don't believe...
You care for other people's feelings a lot more than you...
No.
Well, whatever.
What about you?
I told you already. I'm just...
I'm just incorrigible. Whenever something or someone catches my eye, I really lose sight of everything I was planning.
Yep, that's about right.
I came to my senses after Judith. Until now, I've been dragging the rest of you around with me like there's no tomorrow.
Yeah, it could be worse. If you were Empress, one word from you and the entire Empire would run off to do your bidding.
Yeah, I kind of feel like coming with you was...
Oh yeah?
I've been able to see all sorts of new things. I still don't know whether I'm going to... There are still so many things left to learn about in this world.
And Pharaoh's one of those things?
It scares me to think about it, but... I have to know who I am. I have to know what he meant by saying I was the insipid poison of this...
It sounds like you've made up your mind.
Yuri?
Hmm?
I might end up trying to order you. Next time I do that...
Sure. Though there's another guy who's also a tough nut to crack, so I think we'll let him...
Well, I'm going back to the...
Ready to go?
What should we do about Rita?
That one has her own matter.
That sounds about right.
So, first to the harbor?
Huh?
Are you coming too?
Yeah.
Wasn't there something you had?
You were going to investigate the air craner.
It turns out the one at Cave Mock the Commandant asked me to look into has already been researched. I hadn't really made up my mind about which route to take to research.
So you'll be using us to help.
Well, there's no guarantee I won't. Anyway, it'll be safer for me this...
Nice to see your glowing personality hasn't...
This means we'll be able to travel
Yeah, well, you know, it's no big deal. Anyway, we were...
To be young.
You got something you want to...
Whoa!
To the harbor, then.
I can't take it anymore. I'm seriously gonna starve.
Can I eat a gel?
No.
Does the pooch look a little scary to anyone else?
Oh, he's probably just hungry enough for his wild instincts to kick in.
The pooch isn't the only one about to go wild.
I'm no good at diets, seriously.
This isn't a diet, it's a fast. Why do we have to stop eating too?
We can't have delicious smells just wafting by. We're just as hungry as you are.
What a tyrant.
Yoder!
Oh, it's you all.
So what's a successor to the Imperial?
I've been working with the Dawn to officially seal our Treaty of Friendship.
Is it going...
Well, I wish I could say...
I can imagine. That Heracles monstrosity kinda made the Union really not...
Yes. And now, prominent members of the Empire are voicing their doubts.
The conditions the Dawn gave the Empire were for a treaty of...
And they are certainly not on equal footing with some...
Yes. Had I known about Heracles before...
You didn't know about that thing? You're in line to be
I know, but I have no authority.
The Imperial Knights act on orders from the Emperor alone.
Well then, it's easy.
You mean...
Becoming Emperor isn't as...
Why not?
To ascend to the throne, one must possess the Imperial... But Dane Nomos went missing around the time of...
Huh. So that's the real story why...
And that's why Rago wanted to get his hands on De Nomos.
What was that, Yuri?
Forget it, it's nothing.
Anyway, is it really okay for an Imperial candidate to be wandering the streets like this?
I was just on my way to Heliord.
Ah, that is closer to Dongress than this place is. Negotiations would probably go smoother there.
I believe so too.
Master Yoder, we should be off.
if you'll please excuse me.
The two barrier blastia of this city and Nor Harbor were originally a single blastia.
Did you read that in one of your books back in the castle?
Yes. Actually, there were 3 pieces. The last piece sunk in the sea between the 2 cities.
I wonder if you could raise that Blastia. And if you sold it, you could live like a king forever.
The Empire would have already done it if they could. Any idiot could come up with that idea.
You don't have to be mean about it.
Against that many? You've got to be crazy!
I wouldn't do that even if I had 9 lives.
What's going on?
Halt! If you won't do the work I've paid you for, then I want my money back. Add the Indigo Beasts to the blacklisted guilds.
Yes, madam.
Isn't that the woman we met at Dayton Hold?
Yeah, that's her. We just met her once a while back.
I wouldn't say I know her. She's the president of Fortune's Market, one of the 5 master guilds.
In other words, she's one of the top.
Hey, I just...
What's up,
Maybe she could get a boat for us to...
Well, if it isn't Mr. Yuri Lowell.
Huh. I guess those wanted posters really do work.
Listen, I've got a job that would be just perfect.
Hard labor.
I like a man who can cut, as you may have heard. Schools of mermen often cargo.
Huh? But I thought there was another...
You're all as guilty as I am. Hate to disappoint you, but we're in the middle of something right now.
Wait, you're...
It's one of the basics of all business, you know. You scratch my back, I'll scratch yours.
Sorry, but like I said, we're in the middle of a job. We can't take on anything else.
We won't call it business then. Let's just say we'll cooperate. That way we won't be going against any... There are various...
All right, we can talk, but we need to go to Nordopolica. We can't afford any detours.
Fine with me. The mermen are only... As long as I get to another port, once we arrive, I won't have any trouble making arrangements with another ship.
Wow, she means...
So, do we have a deal?
I have the sinking feeling we just got tricked into something.
Fortune's Market isn't known as the best group of salesmen under the sun for nothing.
This isn't so bad. Now we have a way to cross over to Desier.